Many people are shocked to learn that we don't have lasting civil rights. By lasting civil rights, we mean permanent rights, as intended by framers of the U.S. Constitution and as intended by great civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King. Instead, we have only privileges, and privileges can be lost fast when people fearing shortages respond with spasms of us versus them political anger. Civil privileges weren't the framers' fault, really. Madison and the framers meant to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. But long before those framers were born, way back in the 1680s, philosopher John Locke had been studying human rights. Locke saw our rights to life, liberty, and property as flowing from caring human life in a state of nature. Locke saw our civil rights as arising from natural law. What founding families didn't know was this: almost 70 years after they would sign the Constitution in 1787, Charles Darwin would announce a powerful, vastly different understanding of natural law that would revolutionize science and strengthen golden rules of all faiths everywhere. Darwin said this: "Many more individuals of each species are born than can possibly survive." So, he added, there is a frequently occurring struggle for survival. Overpopulation eventually means shortages. Shortages drive natural selection. Of course, natural selection shapes harsh evolutionary passions that create the need for golden rules like do to others as you wish to be done by others. Differently worded golden rules of most global religions encourage caring behaviors instead of behaviors inspired by our hardest us versus them passions. After Darwin, most humanitarian science and most golden ruled faith could agree that our human prosperity, freedom, and peace is now and always has been threatened by our harshest us versus them passions. Now, most humanitarian science and most golden ruled religions can see reality similarly. Societies begin with small numbers of people enjoying paradise. As numbers, but not lands, grow, Eden fades. Numbers that ultimately outrace technologies move societies gradually toward oppression and apocalypse. But we don't have to let apocalypse return. Knowing that human numbers matter, we have a humanitarian, golden ruled alternative. Why not help parents avoid conceiving children they can't afford, and that our societies cannot effectively parent without parents? Today, almost 1 out of every 2 conceptions are unplanned. Surely we can do better than that for tomorrow's people. Natural law tells us this: only sustainable numbers will secure freedoms and liberties achieved at high cost by experiments with democracy like our United States. Only sustainable numbers can end those otherwise inevitable swells of political anger that have throughout history toppled good times governments. Friends, civil rights require sustainable numbers. Shouldn't we start building the institutions, the incentives, the policies, and the technologies that will finally let us exchange our fleeting privileges for lasting civil rights? Isn't doing so our humanitarian and our golden rule duty?